Hi everybody, welcome to this week's weekly roundup. I have a shorter list, but it's a bunch of kind of different and fun topics. So first things first, not super fun, but important. The snow emergency for tonight is canceled. So we post our snow emergencies typically for 48 hours and then we back them up if we need to. And in this case, the weather and our crews have done a great job. So the snow emergency for tonight is canceled. You will be getting a postcard next week about elections. And I realize you get a lot of postcards in the mail. That's why I'm talking about this one. If you see a bright green colored postcard, please hold on to it and give it a read. It is very important information about the upcoming elections. So with redistricting, we had an opportunity and really a duty to reevaluate all of our polling locations. We had some people voting at City Hall and they would drive past like Madison College, which is also a polling location, in order to vote here. So with redistricting, you may have a new district. So please take a look at the postcard for that information. And you may have a new polling location because we've reallocated the amount of people we have at each location, and then also locations that are closer to where you live. So it's a little bit easier for you to vote. So again, you should be getting a postcard probably early next week or sometime next week that's bright green. It has the City of Watertown logo on it. And on the back side, it will say the information about where you should vote. So please make sure to watch for that. We've obviously had a lot of questions about water main breaks, and sincerely, we appreciate the opportunity to answer these questions. So when people ask a lot of questions about why it's happening, it allows us to then prepare some information to inform you. And we did have a really nice post this week about why water main breaks happen. But the long and short that I want to share with you here is they're expected. Like, water main breaks are a normal part of operating a water system. We do have quite aged infrastructure in some portions of the city. There's areas of the older parts of our community that have water main from the early 1900s. We aren't neglecting that. It's just we have to factor that into the road projects that we're doing, the amount of money that we have. There's other factors that we use in our evaluation criteria of setting the priority list. Certainly, and 100%, age of water main and the amount of breaks is very much at the top of that criteria list. But there are other components that factor in. So we have worked away at, slowly chipping away at the amount of aged water main that we have. But even when we get that water main replaced, the next, series of water main is going to be aged as well. So things like temperature, soil, flooding, other components of weather, those all can have an impact on the pipe underground and its susceptibility to break. So please just know that we're not neglecting the water system. As a matter of fact, our water system is managed very, very well. We have a very, very intelligent leadership team and crew that just does an outstanding job at ensuring that our water is of high quality and that the system is well taken care of. So if you have more questions, let us know. Give us an opportunity to answer those. Otherwise, for more information, check out the post that we probably did earlier this week or late last week. So here's a fun one. Food trucks. Yes. I am so excited to be able to tell you that we will be bringing, if all the stars align, a food truck series to the community this spring and summer. We're going to be leveraging the food cart truck position or parking spot at Sharp Corner Park. We'll be probably putting some in other areas of the community as well, perhaps another park. And we're aiming to bring food trucks here that we don't readily have in our existing restaurant community. So last year we did a Thai food truck. We might do like a hot dog truck. What we're interested to know is what food trucks do you want to see? So if you have a style of food you're looking for or a food truck you've been to that you know is really great, please put it in the comments or Facebook message us or call us. We want to bring the food trucks here that you're looking to have. But we're excited to be able to have like a series of food trucks for this summer. We're planning on doing lunch, and then we're hoping to do at least one meal on the weekend. So if you have an opinion on days of the week or lunch or dinner, please include that as well. That'll be helpful for us in what we're preparing. Also for this upcoming season, we're working on bike maps. We have really nice walking maps of the community that I know a lot of people use, but we also are a bike-friendly community and we need a little bit more robust bike maps as well. So our Bike and Pedestrian Task Force and some of our city team are working on producing bike maps, so we will have those available. And then we're also just a couple of months away from the grand opening ceremony for the Interurban Trailhead as well. The bids for, we'll be putting out for bid the construction of the town square next week. It's finally time. And then we are just narrowing in on details for that groundbreaking in April. So a lot of movement on the town square right now. We're really thankful to our partners with the Redevelopment Authority that have been continuing to move that project to the starting line. Over at the library, they will be hosting a couple of new events, which I thought were awesome. One is Reading with a Firefighter. It's a weekend program, so look for information on that. They're also doing a writer's workshop, which is where aspiring writers and writers alike can come, share their writing, solicit feedback from one another. And then in the Talk Read Play Center, which if you have children or you're a grandma or an aunt or an uncle and you haven't gone to the Talk Read Play Center yet, you should go. We went last week with our sons and we could have spent all day there. There's so much free educational information and activities for kids in our community that I would encourage you checking that out. One of the things that we really loved was the scavenger hunt. It's a great way to see the new library and to also have a fun activity. So if you're looking for something to do, that's a great opportunity. On our recreation front, March brings in the Community Fitness Challenge. I don't think we won last year, and I'm a bit of a competitive athlete, so let's hope that we bring ourselves up a little bit higher. This isn't asking you necessarily to do more. However, obviously that's a good goal. But it really is just signing up, getting a t-shirt. We're competing as a city with other cities around us for the amount of time. So like I run, I would then submit my time for the run that I did yesterday into the Community Fitness Challenge. So information for that is on the Park and Rec Facebook page. As of right now, so we're filming this on Friday morning, as of right now, Silver Creek is closed. So if you are someone like my family that does a lot of ice skating, watch the Facebook page to see if we open that. But as of today, as of this recording, the Silver Creek and the ice skating rink is closed. We are advertising for our lifeguard class, which is fast approaching. We're also doing Zoom, Pound, rock painting, which I think is great. Soccer and baseball and softball are all open, and archery is open as well. I hope in sharing that you realize we've really been intentional about striking a balance between traditional athletics and then enrichment programming as well. We're trying to make sure that there's equity in the amount of offerings that we give to the community so that people, whether you're into sports or not, have a variety of activities to choose from. Next week at Public Safety and Welfare, which meets on Wednesday, they will be discussing traffic control around the Walmart intersection. This was brought up by a citizen, and our engineering team has done a lot of legwork to see what it would all take. So they'll be having a discussion about that intersection with Highway 26 and Air Park Drive where Walmart comes out. If that's of interest to you, I would encourage you to attend, virtual or in person. Last then is our jobs. We are open for summer employment. So that's our engineering interns, that's the person who runs Cart Park, our other park seasonal positions, water, streets, there's a ton of them. Please check those out. Share them if you're unable to join us part-time this summer. We are also hiring for both part-time and full-time dispatchers, police officers, a part-time fire inspector, firefighter, paramedics, and then a solid waste team member as well. So that's all that I have. There are a lot of small businesses hosting events this weekend. Watertown Tourism is a great representation of those. I'd encourage you to check those out. There is snow, so it may be opportune time to do some snowshoe rental or to use your cross-country skis on the ski trail at Brancourt Park. A lot of opportunities for you this weekend. So have a good weekend. We'll see you back next week.